So, I might not be the richest pirate in the Sea of Thieves, but that won't stop me from getting a captainship. But the problem is, now I have to make back all that money. So today, me and my friend are gonna go on several voyages to make up all that money I lost. First thing to do was to map out all the places that we would need to go and figure out what challenges we might face. Pecky's Revenge was named by yours truly. We decided that a fortress would be the best way to go, but I did mark out a voyage just so that we could do that afterwards. I decided that the blunderbuss would be a much safer option than the Sea Dog pistol, so I opted for that instead. Of course, while we were loading on, my friend told me that the fortress was not loading for him, so he had to quit, and I had to fight the ghost on my own. So as soon as he left, I died, which is not a very impressive display of my skill. To make matters worse, once he got back, I was looking for the key that went upstairs, but apparently he already found it. After we killed the captain of the fortress, I went downstairs and my friend went upstairs. Once I got downstairs, I instantly put the key into the door, but then I went to the gate and pulled it up so that I could get the treasure out faster. I was taking out my final bits of treasure when I walked out and I saw a skeleton ship. I knew that this was the perfect time to get more treasure than we already got. I was harpooning the treasure up, but I couldn't stop thinking about that skeleton ship. Maybe it was one of the ashen or charred skeletons. I don't know. Freaked out for a little bit because I thought we lost him, but at that moment, I saw him. He was right over at this island, just parked for some reason, so we were about to go get him. We tried the boarding strat, but my execution was not very good. I ended up dying, and yeah. Another poor execution of my skills. The fortress was right out of the fog, so the skeletons were moving towards the fog, but we were trying to pull them out of it. After fighting long and hard, we finally sunk the skeleton ship. We started picking up the loot, but we didn't realize that the boat was slowly drifting away, so we had to turn back around and anchor. And this was the very beginning of our loot blob. After that encounter, we moved swiftly away from the fog and to complete our new voyage that we just started. Our first point of interest would be Fool's Lagoon. Once we had gotten rid of all the ghouly ghouls on the island, we started looking for our treasure that we came here for the first place. There were 3 total X's on this island. 1 castaway treasure chest, 1 marauder's chest, and a seafarer chest as our final one. Our next destination would be the Crooked Masts. What we found there was not all impressive, just a treasure chest with an amulet in there. I'm not sure if it was expensive or not, but it was in there anyways, so we were gonna take it. At this time, my friend notified me that he found something red in the water. I was looking around, but then I spotted it. It was one of the mermaid things. I was not prepared for it, although I did think I was. After a whole 10 minutes of what was destroying this thing, we finally did it. It was so hard to complete, and I don't even know why we tried. Anyways. We would finally make it at the Crooked Masts, and this is where we would get our big treasure trove. For some reason I didn't record it. But anyways, we did make it to Twin Groves. We had to fight a whole 4 crew of skeletons here, and their mobs, I guess. Thus started the war for Twin Groves between the Char skeletons and us. Of course we won, and once the battle was over, we were gonna go to an outpost to get all of our stuff. But my friend did spot a sunken ship, so we went down there and got it. While we were down there, my friend said he found a red glowing box. I was honestly kind of terrified. I said, what did it look like, or what did it say? He said Reaper's box. That was when I knew we were being tracked. As we harpooned our loot up, I was antsy the whole time, thinking that a Reaper or mercenary would get us at any point. But there it was, the Reaper's chest, in our hands, and no one else's. As we were getting done, I thought of a great idea. I was gonna put the Reaper's chest behind the table, but I instead put it in the blob, which meant we did have to go to an outpost before we had to go to Reaper's hideout. The nearest outpost would be Golden Sands Outpost, or New Golden Sands Outpost. So that's where we would head. Of course, I made another mistake, and I didn't get any footage of us selling it. So I guess we had to go to Reaper's Outpost, or Hideout now. After we had sold the Reaper's chest, it was time to celebrate. So we got out our 2 firework crates, and we started the fireworks. Now, I don't have any more commentary to do. So, guys, enjoy the fireworks, and stay tuned for the last bit of the video, because I'm going to be announcing something. So if you made it through the fireworks, here's the announcement. I will be switching to mostly Sea of Thieves, I'm pretty sure, for a couple months at least, because I find the game a little more fun than most others at this point, and hopefully I can get more people to join our crew to make these more interesting. If you like the video, then, like it and subscribe, because more Sea of Thieves content will be in the way. Or on the way, I should say. That's all for now, I'm pretty sure. And goodbye!